Very good morning to all of you. Today I will discuss universal shift register and application of shift register. In last video lecture you have seen there are different types of registers: serial in, serial out register, serial in, parallel out register, parallel in, serial out register, parallel in, parallel out register. Again, shift register is further categorized into two types: left shift register and right shift register. In left shift register, data is shifted towards left, and in right shift register, data is shifted towards right direction. Okay, if we combine both the features, left shift as well as right shift, that type of register is called bidirectional shift register. Now, today we will see universal shift register. In universal shift register, there are all the features available. Means it has serial in, serial out capability, serial in, parallel out, parallel in, serial out, parallel in, parallel out, or bidirectional shift register features. In one register we can perform all the types of registers features. Okay, as the name indicates, universal means you can implement any type of register with the help of universal shift register. Okay, and before explaining this, I want to tell you there are more features, and there are two inputs along with your normal inputs. In all flip flops there are two inputs, preset and clear. Okay, this is very important. Till now I did not tell you there are two preset and clear pins. In normal flip flop there are two pins, preset and clear. Okay, when its value is preset is 0 and clear is 1, your flip flop will be preset. Means value of qn plus 1 will be 1 irrespective of the value of your flip flop input. Means in this case D, either it is 0 or 1, it will always give 1. Just you have to see 0 because it is active low signal. So when its value is 0, its value is 1. Your flip flop will be preset, means output will be 1. Next 1 0, when its value is 1, its value is 0. In this case your flip flop will be reset, means output will be 0. Okay, when 0 0, you cannot give both the input 0 at same time, so this is illegal or invalid condition. Next, when both are 1 1, both are 1 1, now your flip flop will work normally. Means if its value is 1 1, value of D is 0, output will be 0. If it is 1 1 and D is 1, it will be 1. Means qn plus 1 will be D. Means when value of flip flop, okay, preset and killer 1 1, in that case your flip flop will work normally. Okay, according to inputs. If its value is 0 1, your flip flop will be preset. If its value is 1 0, flip flop will be killer, means output will be 0. When both are 0, your flip flop will not work, it is invalid condition. Okay, in every flip flop there are two more pins, killer and preset. Just like D there is JK, SR and T, there are two more pins, preset and killer. Okay, right. Now come into universal shift register. This is your universal shift register. How will you remember this circuit? Now there are 4 multiplexer and there are 4 D flip flop. Okay, you know multiplexer. What is multiplexer? Multiplexer is many to one, means it has many inputs and only one output, and depending upon the value of selected line we decide number of inputs. If there are two selected line, input will be 4. If there are three selected line, input of multiplexer will be 8. But there will be only one output, and depending upon the value of selected line, any one input is connected to output. That's why it is also called data selector. Now these are four multiplexer, and there are four flip flops, 4D flip flop. How it works? Now this multiplexer totally depends upon the value of selected line S0 and S1. S0, S1 all are connected here, S0 and S1. When value of mux selected line S1 and S0 is 0 0, okay, in that case there will be no change, there will be no change. Okay, when there is 0 1, data will shifted towards right direction. When the value is 1 0, data is shifted towards left direction. When 1 1, there will be parallel load. Okay, parallel means simultaneously you can take the output. Now there are four inputs in each multiplexer. There are four inputs: I0, I1, I2, I3. Similarly, I0, I1, I2, I3, I0, I1, I2, I3, I0, I1, I2, I3. Now what you have to do? Connect output of each multiplexer to input of D flip flop. Connect from here to here. Similarly, connect output of this to this flip flop, output of this mux to this flip flop, output of this mux to this flip flop. Okay, now in this case, if you want to work D flip flop normally, what should be value of clear? It must be what? 1. So here all clear are connected. Okay, its value will be 1. Okay, if in this case I did not show preset, but when it is required we will use preset pin also. So connect all the clear input. This is your clear input. Okay, here I am taking D here and Q out, not D here, Q here, because we have to give from here. So this is input, this is output. Now connect all the clear to this and its value will be 1. Now connect clock to all the flip flop. Okay, just like clear, connect clock pulse to all the flip flop simultaneously. Now this output of this to this, similarly output of this to this, output of this to this, output of this to this. Now come into here, 0 0. Okay, 0 0. When its value is 0 0, means you can take, okay, this Q, this is Q, output here. Okay, now come into, first come into 0 1, 0 1, this 0 1, 0 and 1, 0 1 means 0 here, 1 here, means data shift towards right direction. When value of S1 is 0, I0 is 1, it means I1 will be selected. So what you will do, in case of right shift, we give input from here and we take output from here. Okay, so this I1 serial input for right shift, give input here, serial input for shift right. Okay, now you know, in case of right shift, remember output of first flip flop is connected to input of next flip flop. So output of this to connected to input of this means I1. Okay, this output I connected here, I1. Similarly, connect this output to this I1. Similarly, connect this output to this I1 pin. Is it clear or not? When S1 is 0, S0 is 1, you have to use I1 input. Okay, so it is working as right shift register. Now come into 1 0. When value is 1 0, 0 to 1 means left shift. When 1 0, I2 is selected, I2 is selected. Now in case of left shift, we give input here. Okay, we give input this side. So 1 0 means I2, so give I2 serial input for left shift. We will give input from here. Now connect output of these two. Okay, this I2. Similarly, connect output of this to this I2. Similarly, connect output of this to input of this means I2. So in this way it will work as left shift register. Now when 1 1, what will happen? When there is 1 1, so there is parallel load. Okay, so in this case we will take directly input 1 1 means I3 selected, so I3 here, this one, this 3, this 3, take or give parallel input. You know what is parallel in parallel out register? I will give simultaneously input to all the inputs of multiplexer whose value is 3, means I3, this I3, this I3, this I3, and simultaneously we will take the output A4, A3, A2 and A1. So it will work as parallel load. So what is happening? When value is 0 0 means no change. No change means neither data is shifting from left to right nor from right to left. No change means whatever is the past value, that will be the next value. Okay, so in case of 0 0 there is no change. Next 0 1 means data will shift to a right direction and you will use I1 input of multiplexer. In 1 0 you will use I2 of multiplexer and data will shift it towards left direction. When 1 1 I3, it will work as parallel load and you will use I3 of each mux, this, this, this and this. In this way you can remember this circuit diagram. Okay, this is very very simple. Just you have to remember what is the value of S1 and I0. If 0 0 no change, you will use I0. Just this I0 is connected to this, this I0 is connected to this I0 is connected to this I0 is connected to this. Means whatever is the input, that will be output. So no change. 0 1 I1 you will use and you will give input here in this, and output of this is connected to this, output of this is connected to this I1, output of this is connected to this I1. Okay, in case of 1 0, shift left. Now 1 0 means I2, so you will use I2 here. Input you will give input here. Now output of this is connected to this I2. Similarly, output of this is connected to this I2, output of this is connected to this I2. In case of 1 1, parallel load. 3 3 1 1 means 3, so you will use parallel load. Okay, so what is the function of universal shift register? It can be used as left shift, it can be used as right shift, it can be used as parallel load, it can be used as a memory, means no change, or it can be used as serial in serial out, it can be used as serial in parallel out, it can be used as parallel in serial out, it can be used as parallel in parallel out, or you can say parallel load. So this is the main function of your universal shift register. Left shift or right shift, you can also say universal shift register can also be used as a bidirectional shift register because it has both the features, left shift as well as right shift. Now come into application of register. Okay, what are the application of shift register? First application is parallel to serial data conversion. Okay, you can convert parallel data into serial data and it is used in ADC. ADC means analog to digital converter. When you can convert parallel data into serial data, when you will use parallel in serial out shift register. Parallel in serial out, it will convert parallel data into serial data. Next, it can be used as to convert serial data into parallel data, and it is used in DAC, digital to analog converter. Okay, you will see in next semester in microprocessor, analog to digital converter and digital to analog converter. And when you can convert serial data into parallel data, when we use serial in parallel out shift register. Okay, next, sequence generator. Okay, when we use additional logic gates along with the register, it generates pattern of zeros and ones. Okay, so you can use as a sequence generator. Next, ring counter and Johnson counter, you can use as a ring counter and Johnson counter. In next video we will see ring counter and Johnson counter. Next, storage of data in microprocessor. Okay, you know register are the fastest among all the available memory. Fastest memory is register, and register is available inside your microprocessor. Okay, in microprocessor there are three things: registers, next ALU, arithmetical and logical unit, and control unit. So you will see how registers are used in microprocessor to store temporary data. Okay, there are different types of registers in CPU or in microprocessor, and you have to remember microprocessor will take data only from register because it is the fastest among all the memory. Means if there is primary memory, secondary memory, cache memory and register, fastest is register, then cache memory, then primary memory, RAM and ROM, then secondary memory. Next, data transfer and manipulation. You can also use this register to transfer the data. Suppose you have to transfer data from CPU to any memory, you can use this, or memory to CPU, or similarly input output port to CPU, or CPU to input output port. So in that case CPU or microprocessor uses shift register to transfer the data. Next, data manipulation. Okay, suppose you have to perform any operation such as arithmetical or logical operation, or you have to shift the data from left to right or right to left. In that case again register are used. You know, when we left shift the data by 1, it means left shift multiply by 2. If we left shift data by 2 bit means multiply by 4. Okay, I think you are already aware about this operation. If we left shift n time, suppose value of register is A. Okay, A is suppose register and you shift the data n time, then what will be value of A? A equal to 2 to the power n. Means if you are shifting 2 times, it means A equal to A into 2 to the power 2, means 4 into A, 4A. So in this way you can use these shift registers. Okay, it's all about your today lecture about universal shift register and what are the main application of shift register. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day.